Welcome back to another video. Today I have an overpowered M4A1 class setup. This class setup has a potential of a 2-shot kill from any range, but we'll get more into that in a little bit as we go into the video. As far as the base class setup goes that I'm about to show you, it's a 3-shot kill from any range. First things first, let's go over the main star of the attachments here and the reason why it's a 3-shot kill. And yes, I did some testing in a private match just to verify it. So right here we have the .458 SOCOM 10-round mag. So the pros are that the damage is increased, which I did verify in a private match. It's a 3-shot kill, and the range is also increased as well. Now the cons are definitely noticeable. You do have a decrease in your fire rate. Your aiming recoil control as well is compromised, and the magazine ammo capacity is also down to a 10. The way that you want to use this weapon, if you really want to use it to its fullest potential, is to make sure that you engage in up close and personal close quarter combat with this weapon right here. Now, if you do that and you are able to lock onto your target and get all of your shots, you are definitely going to win those gunfights. And that's the biggest thing with this class setup, because you only have 10 rounds to work with. And if you don't hit those shots, then you will definitely lose the gunfight. So keep that in mind when you're using this weapon, is to play smart, pre-aim around those corners, and make sure you take the gunfights to your enemies. And I personally like to flank to stay stealthy. Do not hang back and try to engage in long-range gunfights with your enemies, because more likely than not, you might miss all of your shots and you're going to find yourself reloading so often to the point where you run out of ammo. So remember that tip: take your gunfight to the enemy and use this weapon like an SMG. So for the rear grip, I'm using the stippled grip tape. I feel like this is a staple attachment for almost any weapon because it increases your aim down sight speed and it also increases your sprint to fire speed. So this is very important in being one step ahead of the enemy. You'll be able to shoot your weapon a lot faster versus the enemy who might not have this attachment on, and your chances of winning that gunfight are a lot higher. All right, so that's why you got to have stippled grip tape on it. So moving on to the perks here, the sleight of hand perk is very, very essential to this class setup. I do not recommend running this class setup without it because you will be reloading pretty often. Even if you do get those kills, you're going to notice you're already out of ammo, and before you know it, there's more enemies coming at you and you're going to need to reload. Now, the reload is actually, it's not that bad without sleight of hand, but with sleight of hand, it definitely will save your life more often than not. And having sleight of hand is very, very key for being able to reload that weapon as fast as possible. Since we're only working with 10 bullets here, it's super, super important to stay strapped as much as possible and be ready for those gunfights. So please do not run this setup without sleight of hand. So for this stock attachment, we have the no stock attachment. Now this one increases your movement speed and also your aim down sight speed. Again, speed is everything, and we want to be able to stand a chance in those gunfights. So having speed on our side is definitely going to help us out. And lastly, we have the GI Mini Reflex sight right here. So the reason why I picked this is because I did play some matches without the sight, and I found it incredibly difficult to stay locked onto my target, because remember, we're only working with 10 rounds here. So you need to be incredibly accurate, and in order to help you with your accuracy, putting on a sight is definitely going to help you in that department. So especially if you're not that great with accuracy to begin with, you got to use a sight to help you lock on your target. It all comes down to personal preference. If you feel like you've got great tracking with your aiming, then you could definitely get by without running with a sight on this class setup. But for me personally, I definitely do find it a lot easier, especially from distance. If I need to engage in long range gunfights, my accuracy is a lot more on point with this GI Mini Reflex sight. All right, so let's talk about really quick the field upgrade that will make it a 2-shot from any range. When you have the stopping power rounds equipped on top of the SOCOM rounds, it becomes a 2-shot kill from almost any range. And yes, I did verify this in a private match just to make sure, and lo and behold, it is a 2-shot kill from any range. So this is definitely going to give you that really big advantage over a lot of people in public matches. And you might even make people rage because of this. You know, you're going to be melting people left and right. It's just unreal at that point. But remember, don't get too greedy with it because of how fast you die in this game. You got to still play smart and make sure you approach people in a stealthy manner. You know, don't just go out there thinking that you're gonna, you know, kill everybody that comes in your path. You only have 10 rounds to work with here. All right, that's something I want you guys to remember and take home with it. All right, so moving on to the secondary, it's just a 1911, you know, nothing special. You can use whatever you want. But as for perks, scavenger is also another big perk that I feel like you guys need to run, especially on this class setup. Again, it's only 10 rounds, so you're gonna need to replenish that ammo very frequently. Once you kill somebody, run over their body and make sure that your scavenger replenishes the ammo. If for some reason you don't get a scavenger pack, just run over the body, switch to your secondary, and switch your secondary out for the weapon that's on the floor. But definitely having scavenger is a must on this class setup. All right, then for our second perk, we got Ghost on here because of how powerful UAVs are in this year's Call of Duty. It's important to stay under the radar and stealthy as much as possible. So putting on Ghost is definitely going to save you from unnecessary deaths. So for perk 3, if you have the tracker perk, I would definitely recommend running it because intel is everything in this game. Now, if you see footprints around you, that's almost a guaranteed easy kill right there. So definitely put on tracker. It'll prompt you to investigate who is around you and where exactly to go. So I definitely recommend tracker. Now, if you have the specialist perks available, I definitely recommend putting EOD for your 2 kills so that you can minimize the damage that you take from claymores and explosives, because we know how annoying those claymores are, and EOD will definitely save you a lot of really dumb deaths. Okay, so for my second one, this is all personal preference, by the way. You can put it in any order that you want. I just have hardline so that the next perk I earn after that takes only 1 less kill. And after that, we've got Battle Hardened to reduce the strength of enemy flash, stun, and EMP effects, because we are going to be mostly rushing with this class setup right here, playing a little bit on the aggressive side. So being able to reduce the amount of explosive damage and stun, flash, and EMP effects is definitely going to be useful when we're running around the map like that. Then, of course, you do unlock all the other perks at a certain point. Then for lethal, we've got the Claymore here. Yes, I did talk about it, saying it was super annoying, but you know what? If you can't beat them, then you got to join them. Claymores in this game are absolutely broken right now, so I would rather use the Claymore to help me survive and watch my back versus just, you know, let the enemy keep killing me with Claymores. You know, you got to fight fire with fire at this point, unfortunately, and Claymores definitely are useful in watching your back and notifying you, especially even if it doesn't kill the enemy. At least when it explodes, you know that there's an enemy nearby. So like I said, intel is everything in this game. Then for tactical, I'm using the stim shot right here just to be able to get back into that gunfight a lot faster. A lot of people will not expect you to get back into the gunfight very fast because of how fast the time to kill in this game is. And while the enemy is recovering in that gunfight, you are going to be surprising them by jumping back in faster than they are, and you're going to get that easy kill. So stim shot is also very important if you're playing a lot more aggressive. You're going to need to be able to replenish your health a lot faster than normal. All right, you guys, so that's it for today's class setup. If you guys enjoyed the video, definitely drop a like on it. It would really mean a lot to me. And subscribe if you're new around here. And if you're part of this demographic and you've been watching my videos but you haven't subscribed yet, please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button so that you never miss another video regarding Call of Duty Modern Warfare for some tips and tricks and more class setups like this. All right, you guys, so yeah, I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you guys in the next video, man. Peace. Hey guys, I just want to give a quick shout out to the people whose names are listed for officially joining the channel as a member. And if you are interested in joining, there's a link in the description that will take you there and some information on exclusive perks you get for joining as a thank you from me to you. Remember, this is not required by any means, and I appreciate all the support whether you're a member or not. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.